Now I am ready to do my water test. So I am going to go ahead and get this plugged in and grab some water and get it started. It beeps when it gets plugged in, and then I'm going to take off the lid, and you'll hear the fun little sound it makes when you take off the lid. So to do the water test, it says to add 3 cups of water. So I'm just going to pour this in here up into the 3-cup line, and then I'm going to put my lid on and lock it. Then I am going to turn the sealing valve to sealing instead of venting, because I do want the pressure, to build up pressure and for it to seal. And this valve will pop up when the pot is fully pressurized. So now I'm going to start the steam function, and when you press the button, it'll pop up as 10 minutes. But I want only 2 minutes, so I'm going to press the minus button until I get down to 2. And then here in a second, it's going to beep, and then it's going to say on. And it'll say on until it builds up pressure, and then it will start counting down the 2 minutes. So there it's on, and it's going to take a while to come up to pressure. The amount of time it takes to come up to pressure varies depending on how much water is in it, how hot the water was before you started, and just if there are any other ingredients in the pot. So it really varies how long it takes to come up to pressure, but as soon as it comes up to pressure, you'll know, because it'll switch to the number of minutes that you set it for, and it will start counting down those minutes. All right, it's just been a few minutes, and it started boiling and steam started coming out, and then the float valve popped up, so I know the pot is to pressure. And then it'll take just a few minutes or so, and then the timer will start counting down. So just a couple minutes later, the timer popped on, which means the pot is fully at pressure, and now it is counting down the cook time. All right, the 2 minutes just finished, and it changes, it beeps several times, and then it changes to L, and then 0.00, and then it will start counting up how long it has been on keep warm. So right now it's on keep warm mode. It automatically goes to keep warm mode after the cook time is finished. And then you can just look at this number to see how long it has been sitting at keep warm mode. So at this point, the water test is done. The pot came to pressure the way it was supposed to. It counted down the cook time. It did everything like it was supposed to. And now I can quick release the pressure. And that just means you move the valve to venting, and it just blows out all the steam, and this float valve will drop down again, and then I'll be able to open the lid. Right now there's no way I could open the lid because it is locked and fully at pressure. That is the quick release, just to go ahead and do that as soon as the cook time finishes. Natural pressure release is where you just let it sit the way it is and you let the pressure come down naturally. And that can take different amounts of time depending on how full your pot is. That's the main variable. If you have just, a cup or 2 of water at the bottom, it will come down very quickly. But if it's all filled with, broth or stock or soup, it'll take a lot longer to come down. So it's usually around 10 to 20 minutes that it'll take to natural pressure release. So I'm going to go ahead and do the quick pressure release for you. A lot of people are intimidated by the quick pressure release. They think they're going to, it's going to spew out and they're going to burn themselves. I have never had that happen. Some people will only use like the end of a wooden spoon to knock the valve to venting because they don't want to get too close. I've never had a problem, so please don't be intimidated by this. Just don't stick your hand right over the steam valve when the steam is coming out. Obviously, you could get a steam burn, but all you have to do is put your hand to the side like this. So I'm gonna let this, the pressure release, it's gonna take a little while because it's fully at pressure. The steam is slowing down and getting quieter, and in just a second, the float valve will drop down, and that will be your cue to know that you can open your pot. It's safe to open. Before that thing is popped down, it's really almost impossible to open the lid, so you don't have to worry about that. There it is. The valve has dropped down. And that's all there is to a water test.